I'm Yeah, fellow babies, welcome to an ArtCo drone solution special. I'm not Jim. For some reason, I don't see Jim on tonight. I know Bill is doing his usual show, so tonight I'm just doing kind of an experiment to see how well my show would do maybe on a Tuesday night instead of a Saturday. I don't know. Maybe I'll do them Tuesday and Saturday. Who knows? Let's get over here to the studio here and let's see what everybody's thoughts are. We've got three people so far. I've only been on the air for a little over 5 minutes. Hello, Mike B. Good to see you. Maddie. All right. Good, good. Matt, I will send you a link if you want to jump in. Alrighty. Matt, I am sending you a link if you want to pop in. We'll just talk about drones or what other hot topics. So, and maybe Chuck will join us in a little while. Who knows? Let's see what's going on. I'll see how long I could stay on. Does everybody like my background? That is, yeah, that's the background I used on my Arts Place show. I think this will look nice on my Saturday show. So, how's everybody doing? Thanks for watching my. Thank you, Matt. I want to thank you guys for viewing my videos, especially the latest one was uh, a tribute to a friend of mine who passed away a little over a week ago, Eric Enstrom. Those of you who were lucky enough to get some Enstrom's chocolates, that would be his great grandfather, Chet Enstrom, who founded the company. That is my good friend Rick Enstrom's son. So that's what's going on. Oh, we're up to 5. Maybe we could build it up. Let's build up the stream. Hey, we're up to 6. All right, cool. Cool. Hopefully, I sent a link to Chuck. Maybe he'll pop in for a little while. I don't know how long I'll stay on. This is just kind of an experiment to see, maybe Tuesday will work out better. Who knows? Yeah, I know I'm going up head to head with Bill the Drone Reviewer. I mean, he's got a large audience. I think we could share the stage a little bit. So I'm gonna go over and check my email. Oh, Jim is on. That's funny. Well, maybe I'll stick on just a little while longer and we'll see. I'll jump over on Jim's channel. I don't know. Hey, Chris, good to see you. Oh, thank you, Chris. Thanks for coming. And thank you for the kind words on my tribute video that I just did. Mike B is computer generated. Well, thank you. So, just so I've been doing a lot of FPV flying lately. I took it out to my backyard, flew around the little playground here. I noticed I was getting a lot of interference, and it didn't dawn on me until later that each one of these apartment buildings is networked together using some kind of antenna. There's a tiny antenna on each one of the buildings, and they all point the same way, and they are for security because each building has security cameras that face out to the parking lot, and I think they even have some that face out into the the grassy areas. Kind of keep an eye on people, make sure there's no people trying to break in. Hey, Gene Fox, good to see you. Good to see you. Charlie Mafia sent me a video on how to unlock the Tiny Hawk drone. I was wondering, maybe Chris, you might be able to help me out. If I change the VTX channel on my Tiny Hawk, would I be able to get a better image quality if I'm able to get like maybe up to a higher number? I don't know. That'd be hopefully that'll that might solve my problems. That I could get a clearer picture on a different channel. I don't know, but yeah, having fun flying the little Tiny Hawk around, outside and out at the Adams County Fairground. It is a lot of fun. So I am really looking forward to flying this bad boy. Once I get to where I feel comfortable flying the Tiny Hawk, and I just got this new antenna for the drone, so all I need to do is to bind this to my Tyrannus QX7, and also not only to bind it, but to have it set up for a separate channel. So I have one for the Tiny Hawk and one for this drone. I already set up another channel. It's called ArtCo, and I'll need somebody to help me set it up for this drone. Thank you, Gene. I'm glad you like this. I thought I'd do a different backdrop for my Arts Play show, and this looked really cool, so I'll do that. Just like it's getting a little flickering. So, anyway. So that's what's going on. Just having a lot of fun flying. Don't forget, I have a drone giveaway this Saturday on my show. I'm giving away the Mobula 7. Yeah. So, and if you have a Tyrannus QX7 that has the module that you can put on that'll work with this Mobula, I think it needs a module that'll give you the D8 capability. Oh, Doc. Hey, Doc. Good to see you. Doc, maybe you can answer this question for me. Charlie Mafia, who's a drone psych, sent me a video on how to unlock the VTX on my Tiny Hawk 2. And I was wondering, would changing the channel to maybe to a higher frequency, would that give me better video quality, or would it just be about the same. Maybe you could answer that question. Also, I'll need some help uh, binding this drone with my QX7 and to help me set up a different, I guess it's a channel. So that I have one for Tiny Hawk and one for that drone. So that's what's going on. So we're down to 2 people. All right, I'll stay on for a wee bit longer. Mike B, since you've been here the earliest, how did you like the timer music? That is brand new, and then I have a new timer as well. So I like the song. And Ken Dono is the one that inspired me to change around my timer and add different music that's a little more catchy. So I found that song. It is called Elysium, and I forgot the name of the band, but I have it somewhere. Oh, okay. All right. Well, this antenna I just got off eBay. Wanted something a little different than the one that I had on it. This is the one that Mitch gave me when I sent him this drone. He fixed it up and got it flying really good. Whoever built this, they built it with the controller module turned the wrong way. So Mitch went in and turned it the right way, and now I've got all the the SD slot, the USB port on the right side, and then there's another plug on the other side. So see that. Anyway. Oh, Drone Life RC, good to see you. Oh, so that was interesting. Well, thank you for all that information, Chris. Well, thank you, Chris. Yeah. So I'm getting better at flying the Tiny Hawk. If you saw my last video, I did some attempt at flying, through the gap, as they would say, on the playground. Uh, Getting better. It's quite a challenge, but I'm having a lot of fun flying the Tiny Hawk. Uh, Met a couple really cool guys, Jordan and Daryl. They have this organization. It's called the Flight Club, not Fight Club, Flight Club. And they meet every Sunday morning at the Adams County Fairgrounds. And uh, Daryl is the one who founded this. He said it's one of the few places where there's no flying restriction. There's no, you're not close to any airports or helipads. So where I live, I'm like right at the edge of Front Range Airport's airspace. So I could go up to 400 feet, no problem. But if I go over to Lake Arbor, and that's the max altitude I can fly at. But the further north I go, if you've seen a sectional uh, of an airport, it's kind of like an upside down wedding cake. As you get further north, it will get smaller and smaller, and your airspace gets lower. Okay. We'll do, Chris. Maybe I get Sean to come down here, and we'll maybe go over to that fairgrounds. If I get him to come down on a Sunday, he usually doesn't work on Sunday. I'll ask him to see if that might work out for him. So anyway, please leave me a thumbs up. Oh, good. I'm up to 6. Stream looks good. All right. So, what else? The weather here has been hot and sunny. Today was the first day that we didn't have a whole lot of haze in the air. So evidently we've had some wind that's blowing all the smoke from the big fires in Oregon and California. Oh, okay, cool, Chris. Lights 7-inch reads. Okay, cool. I do have an FPV video that just fairly recently where I flew around the Eagles statue over there at the fairground. Oh yes, starting last Sunday, I started the toffee giveaway on my conservative channel, Art's Place Conservative Talk, and Chris was the first winner. Chris, your toffee is on its way. You probably should get it by Friday, maybe sooner than that. So, if you're into conservative views, you want to listen to that, so pop in on that. That is usually in the early afternoons. That would be noon Pacific, 1 o'clock Mountain, 2 Central, 3 Eastern Time. So if you're into that, if that's your bag, and you want to listen to some conservative views, I have a panel. I have Lloyd Mendenhall, he's one of my co-hosts, and sometimes Mike Roach will join us, and we'll have a really lively discussion on hot topics of the week and what's going on. Johnny Drone Flyer, good to see you. Thank you. So that is what's going on. Hopefully we can build that channel up. So doing something a little different. I just got the StreamYard notice from Jim. So maybe he's doing his show right now. I don't know. So this channel, this is the no bashing channel. That's one of the things I don't do on this channel is I don't bitch about other channels because they're doing something, or I don't approve of. It's like, that's not my place, I just don't like it when there are people bashing other channels. So, we are about drones and other stuff. We talk about action cameras. We talk about video editing software. Uh, and studio equipment. Like this microphone. Uh, my lights that I use, and uh, best place to get some green screens is just do a Google search. Just say, I wonder what would look good, and just type it in and say background. Well, I decided to do patriotic background. So I did this. Well, thank you, Matt. Thank you, Matt. That's why I've been kind of missing on a few channels. Because I got tired of the grief, and I that's not what this is all about. We're here to have fun, learn some things. If you don't like it, go to someone else's channel. If you don't like what I'm doing, hey, that's on you. I didn't force you to watch my channel. So, um, I, I'm just doing my best, and maybe some people, uh, you know, have a hang up about people with disability that's doing something to uh, grow the channel. And because, hey, maybe my channel is twice as big as this guy, I don't like the way he getting. That's not about what I'm about. So, oh well, thank you, Doc. Do I have your email address? Okay, maybe this Saturday we could do a special on getting this thing set up. Kind of like what Mitch used to do on his show, and I think we haven't seen Mitch around lately. I think he's kind of burnt out on YouTube and some of the stuff that YouTube's doing to, you know, but hey, my focus is to work on this channel and do the best I can, and well, thanks, Tom. Yes, Chris, this is my email address. If you want to send me your email, I will send you a link next time I do a live stream. And also, Steve, if you would be so kind, show my Teespring. Yeah, if you want to order some items, I've got this old shirt, and I've got a new shirt with my new logo on. I've got mugs. Now I've even added a tumbler that is really nice. I really like it. So that's what I've got going on. Also, if you want to become a member of my show, there's a button, right below here somewhere. I think it's over this way. There's a button you could be a member of this channel for a nominal monthly fee. Matt's one of my members, and Bill Ronayne is a member. Chuck from Kvatchin Dronography, yes, and you get special perks. I do videos that I do just for the members. So a lot of them are clips from my comedy shows that I did back in the 90s. Some are new bits that I do by myself. And so I even do a song parody now and then. And boy, that was a lot of work, that song parody. So, oh, thank you, Chris. Thank you very much. Yep, yep. And that's what it's all about. It's about networking and giving exposure to uh, different channels. And it doesn't have to always be a drone channel. Matt and we discovered this channel called Darcizzle Offshore. And if you love fishing, this is a great channel because, well, she's nice to look at, but her boyfriend, Brian, is a great cook. So she catches them and Brian cooks them, and boy, some of those dinners. Oh, Seth, good to see you. Thank you very much. She is from the Philippines. She's got a great channel. You should check her out. Uh, hey, Bill, good to see you. There's my other member. So I'm about fun. And next time I'm down in Florida, Matt, we got to do some fishing. Same with you, Bill. I'll bring some of my fishing gear, and that's the other thing about Darcy's channel. I am learning so much about how to catch fish, whether it's out in the ocean or inshore or even freshwater fishing. So uh, she's got a fun channel, and she's got a rapidly growing uh, channel. When I first started watching her, about a month or 6 weeks ago, I think she was at 368K. Now she's rapidly getting to 375K. Oh, okay. Yishin Wizards. Oh, okay. Well, Gene, this drone that I'm giving away Saturday just will probably work with your controller. Yeah, because it says it's made for a fly sky standard. David, Arizona drone dude, welcome. Good to see you. So, yeah, when I got into droning, late 2017, I got my Bugs 3 drone, and that kind of got me started, but it had no GPS. And I flew that a few times, and boy, I sucked. I really sucked at that. So I put it away for a long time, and then I started watching these channels, like Race a Drone, Build a Drone Reviewer, and then I started watching Ken Heron's channel, and that got me uh, motivated. And then I got a hold of a Phantom 3 Standard, and when I got that, I started flying that. I go, everything just opened up. And I go, oh man, this is so nice. I mean, I could just take my hands off the sticks and it'll just hover right there. And I just loved it. So I flew the hell out of that till I crashed that in Big Dry Creek. Went and got another drone. Uh, I think it was oh yeah, it might have been another standard. I'm not sure, but anyway, I made a video where I had some B-roll where you see me coming out of my apartment, and you see me going up the stairs, and you see me walking out to the playground behind me. And then you see me walking towards the camera. Camera's facing the door where I come out. So that caught the eye of Bill the drone reviewer. And he started a GoFundMe. And I got a hard shell case for it. The kind that has wheels on it. That was so cool. Not only that, but I got a Mavic Air out of that. So that was, my taste in the drone community. And then I worked on my channel. I played around with different, systems. I started with OBS, not StreamYard, Streamlab. Yeah. And then I got hooked on vMix. And now this is how I do this show. The nice thing about it is it's very similar to OBS, but it's so much easier to use. Maybe I do have the OBS file on my computer. Maybe someday I'll do a show. I'll start playing around with it and get it to where it looks different. So I worked on it. I started off by doing interviewing people every week, and then once I got into StreamYards, I could have multiple people on, and then I started having a really nice panel of people. Mitch would come on every week. That was a lot of fun, and then different people would come in and out. Chris Hope, Ken Heron sometimes will pop in. So it's a lot of fun. Right now we're in the summer, what I call the summer doldrums, where more people are doing outdoor stuff, so there's not a whole lot of activity on the live stream. Some live streams are doing really well. One thing, okay, that would be great. Or we could do it through StreamYards, and then that way you could see what I'm doing with the camera, everything. Chris, that'll work. We'll work out something. Oh yeah, here's the link to the video that that I did. So check that out. And you'll enjoy that. That was a lot of fun. I need to start doing more videos like that, where I have some B-roll and stuff. So, oh wow, that's cool. 137. Yeah. Uh, yes, that's right, Steve. testing prop. Oh yeah. Oops. Try that. Yeah, I got these. Oh, that yeah. It was these folding props that I was testing out. Get yeah, and these will go on a Phantom drone. You know, the standard, the pro, or the advanced. And so I put these on, and these are, let's see, it looks like carbon fiber. They're kind of stiff. So I put these on, started flying them, and I just did not like the way they handled because the drone just shook all over the place. And if you watch that video, you'll see it did crash uh, over right behind me on the playground. But luckily, you know that playground is covered with mulch, so it was a soft landing. I didn't hit any pavement, which is good. But yeah, so luckily I didn't spend a whole lot of money on these, so that was an interesting experiment that I did with that. Yeah, you know what I should do? I should do a video with these running. Well, I don't. The downside is I don't have a drone to try these on. I don't. I don't have a Phantom drone. Uh, so the drones that I do have, I've got a Mavic Air. You know, Mike from Mike Roach Studios. He gave me his his Mavic Air. I thought he was just going to give me, you know, the drone itself. No, I get this package and I pick it up and I'm like, boy, this thing is heavy with, you know, for a drone. I thought I was just going to open it up. It was the whole thing. It had a case, you know, a soft shelled case with 5 batteries, the controller, the charger, and it came with an Osmo Pocket. I love that Osmo Pocket. That is my favorite camera that I do my intros with. And then he gave me a GoPro 7 Black. That thing is nice. It took me a while to figure out what was causing all the problems that I had at first. The only downside to the the GoPro 7 is it uses a protocol that if your computer isn't very beefy, it won't work with it. So I have a converter that'll convert those files into MP4, but I still get to keep the 4K quality. Ooh, hey, that would be cool. These are the kind of props that screw on, you know, like the Phantoms. Oh, that would be cool. Yeah, 9-inch FPV. Boy, you know what? I've got motors from a Phantom 3. Wonder if I could salvage those. Yeah, because what I did do is I used to buy Phantom drones and I would fix them up and sell them on eBay. And so I got one where the main board was shot. So maybe I could salvage the motors off of those, get get a 9-inch FPV frame with and get a main board and maybe yeah. Woo. You got me going, Chris. That's a great idea. Put these on there and see how it flies with that. Maybe with an FPV it might handle better. But what's funny is my Mavic Air 2 has folding. Oh, cool. Oh, yeah, that's right. I could salvage the ESCs. Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. Good idea, Chris. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm glad I kept those. I was going to mail those to Jeff Sills because he likes to do repairs and stuff on drones. He hasn't done anything for a long time. I'm still waiting for him to work on that Favic body that I sent him because he's got, I think, a Phantom Advance or a Phantom Pro that should work with that. So Bill's got a question. That's how you design FPV from prompts in. Chris, if you want to answer that question, that's a good question. Thank you, Bill. Oh, by the way, that's a nice little. What is that? A little largemouth bass you got there, Bill, in your photo. In your yeah. Oh, okay. Well, thanks, Bill. Oh well, there you go. That's a good answer. Well, thank you, Chris. See you guys. This is what you get for coming to ArtCo Drone Solutions. You get good people come in and swap, questions and answers. Oh, it's a sea bass. Oh, cool. Cool. Okay. Okay, not so nuts. So yeah, so I would love to go down to Florida. Uh, I would love to retire and move into one of those 55 plus communities. I've been looking at property down there, and problem is the HOAs will kill you. Oh, that's good. Well, hello, Okie Tom. Welcome to the show. Ladies, yeah, so I've been looking at properties around Vero Beach, Sebring, uh, over there. Lakeland was another area I was looking at, and Auburndale is another area I've been looking. And I've been looking at some places up by Homosassa, which is north of Tampa, over there on the Gulf side. I found a couple nice houses, and they were on canals. And I thought, oh boy, I would love to live there because then I could fish off out the back of my house there. And fortunately, the HOAs there seemed pretty reasonable. Yeah. So that's the deal. And here's the other thing about some of those 55 plus communities is these are modular homes, so they're double wide mobile homes, but they're furnished. And I don't want a furnished house. I want to. Well, and Texas was another place I was considering uh, because, look, like Florida, they don't have a state income tax, and I don't have to worry about snow. And well, except for this year, they had some snow down there in Texas. There, I just want to get away from shoveling snow off of my car. Uh, but the other place I have been thinking about going would be the Philippines, where the cost of living is very reasonable there. I have a girlfriend there, and I'd have to not only have to worry about hurricanes, I would have to worry about volcanoes and earthquakes and bugs. They got bugs. Oh yeah, that's right, Bill. $17,000 electric bill. Vermont, oh boy. You know what? Vermont is a beautiful state too, but it's blue. I mean, that's right. That's right, Bill. They have typhoons there, which is how they call hurricanes in the Pacific. Isn't that funny? Uh, Around Hawaii, they're called hurricanes, but if you go, I guess if you're west of the date line, they're called typhoons. But they're south of the equator, they're called cyclones, I believe. Oh yeah, kidnappers. Yeah, that's right. But you know what, Bill? You'll have that same problem with crime in any big city. It's all about being smart and how you present yourself and try not to make yourself a target. You know, don't wear any flashy jewelry. Uh, Make sure, your valuables. I always carry my wallet in my front pocket because in junior high I had a bunch of idiots that would steal my wallet out of my back pocket. So I started wearing my wallet in my front pocket so you can't get pickpocketed that way. So yeah, uh, the people there are very friendly. They're very family oriented. Uh, they speak English. Well, most of them do. But they're very they're conservative. They have conservative values. You just gotta learn how to pick the scammers from the genuine people there. And Bill, he's married to a Filipina, and you could tell me once you marry a Filipina, you married the whole family, and that's the thing that I like about that. Is in that way I belong to another family because right now it's just my sister and my niece. And, my sister is 10 years older than I am. So we don't have a whole lot in common there. But, so, that's so. And you know, you're in a tropical paradise. My girlfriend lives very close to the ocean, so I could go down. Well, oh, Bill, thank you. That's so nice. Thank you. Yes, I have the drone family. Uh, mhm. That's right, Chris. The drone family. I have my fishing family and my conservative family. You know, and that's the thing I like about YouTube. I've met so many great people since I got into YouTube. My original YouTube channel I started in 2009, and I was just posting my comedy videos on there and some other, other miscellaneous videos on. I just used it, and and it was at a time where you could easily make money, and I decided, oh, okay, I'll get monetized. I got set up with AdSense, and I made just under $1 when I first started. And then all of a sudden, YouTube changed everything, made it really hard. And I said, yeah, you know what? Screw it. So I left it dormant until, uh, 2018. And that's when uh, I have video from my trip to the Philippines on it. And then when I got back into to drones, I started meeting all you guys. I started the ArtCo channel a little over 2 years ago, and just been having a blast doing that. And oh, the one channel that really helped me, and I don't know if you guys remember these folks, Pusa Studio. They were kind of a networking channel where they would, it was a couple out of Canada, and they would teach you, they'd have uh, how to build your channel, and then what they would do is they'd look at your YouTube channel art, and how that's set up, and they'll look at some of your videos, and they'll give you pointers on how to make it better. And then you start networking with other channels, and little by little, my channel started growing, and I go, okay. When I started watching, I was at 100 subs, and then it got to 200, 300, and then more and more and more. I started going there every week just to meet people there, and to go into the other drone channels, and meeting people there. And I finally broke 1,000. And I think that was, yeah, it would be a year ago around this time that I broke 1,000. And then my next goal was to break the 4,000 watch hours. 4,000, yeah, watch hours. And that was a lot of work to do that. And those folks, they were on the air for yeah, that's you know what, Tom, don't stop. That is who you are. That is because that's your trademark. you know, and Andrew and Senya, uh, they would have what they would spin the wheel and they would okay, ArtCo Drone Solutions is up next, and we're gonna, and then they'd uh, yep, yep, that's right, Steve. Just be yourself. And that's what I do, and that's one of the things that I learned as a stand-up comic was to be yourself and to just be funny. Just write material, work on your timing, try out material, and that transferred over to YouTube very well, and that's and that helped me out with this. So uh, I know how to talk to the camera and be a real person, and I'm not like some of these channels where you know they think it's their prerogative to kind of bust somebody's balls and give them grief. And I like, why do you want to do that? Why badmouth other channels? So you know what? I am not. I'm done talking about that. So let's just have fun. Let's learn what we can from each other on drone flying. I met Chris at Spin Up, and I met a lot of people that I just see on YouTube, and I'm like Ken Heron. I'm like, oh, that's Ken Heron, and he's like the big cheese, and I don't the company that I work for, uh, they gave us these what they're stress doll, and there's the company logo. Anyway, so I had one of these lying around. I go, you know what? That kind of looks like a young Ken Heron dressed up as a doctor holding a specimen bottle or something. So Uh, so what I did is I asked a few of the ladies at work, because where I work with a lot of women, and they said sure. Here they gave me about 3 or 4 of these, and so when I went to spin up, I gave one of these to Ken Heron, and if you look behind him up on his desk, you'll see this in the background. And I've got one. I've got one in my car. And by the way, I'm donating blood tomorrow, so I've got my Ken doll in the car ready to uh, squeeze when I'm given some precious bodily fluids, that red bodily fluid, to help save lives. I'm doing my part for the community. You know? And so I built up this channel, and I finally broke 4,000 watch hours, and it took a couple months for that. The Google AdSense to say, okay, you're ready to go. We'll start advertising. And Then I got the super chat button, and people started leaving me super chats, and I started making a little bit of money on this channel. It's not a whole lot, but Google has a threshold you have to meet. You got to get past $100 in either advertising or super chat, super stickers, and then you'll get a check. So I've got mine set up to where I get an electronic deposit every month, and sadly, July was kind of a lean month, so I didn't reach that threshold this month. So if you want to leave me a super chat, $5, 10, or be like Alexis and leave me $100. Oh boy. So that is what's going on, folks. Just having fun. Oh, and this is one of my new gadgets that I got in the mail to charge my little batteries for my Tiny Hawk. Oh, and this has the plug on the back so I could charge up bigger batteries, and it's got a USB port. I got that to replace this guy because this is what came with the Mobula 7. And so that's going with that. The Mobula 7 is, oh yes, and there's a tip jar. That's my PayPal if you want to leave a few bucks. That's good. And that, before I got monetized, that's how I would make a few bucks each month. And the nice thing about the tip jar is, the fees are not that bad, where YouTube takes 30% of your AdSense and Super Chat. So that's why I haven't been, yes, Ollie Dog. That is from my eBay. I have an eBay account where that was named after one of my parents' dogs, Ollie. And so my eBay username is OllieDog03. So if you're ever on eBay and you want to see, okay, check out OllieDog03, and then you'll see, oh, he's been buying this or he's been selling that. And I've been on eBay since 2003. And I used to go to garage sales and Barefoot Tommy. Oh, I'll have to check that out. So, yeah, anyway, I would go to garage sale and find little knickknacks and stuff to sell on eBay. And one day I was at a garage sale and I found a pair of lightly used Lucchese boots. I mean, these look really sharp. So I got them for $5. Turned around, got some pictures, put them on eBay. I got $111 for them. Some guy out of Japan bought them, and I think my shipping was $20. So I made a pretty darn nice profit on it. And then I found this website called propertyroom.com. And that's a police auction website. And I started buying cell phones in bulk. And I would take the cell phones and I get the chargers and I see if I could charge them up, or some of them I could fix, turn around and sell them on eBay. And I made pretty good money doing that. And this is before smartphones came on the scene. I think the fanciest phone I ever sold was one of the Motorola Razr phones. Those were snazzy. They had a really nice camera on them. Yeah, if you got a cell phone with a camera, ooh boy, you got something special there. And so I started doing that, and then after a while, I noticed, wait a minute, my sales are kind of slowing down. Then I found out later people discovered this and they were doing the same thing. So I dropped out of that and I started buying other things and selling on eBay. So that was a lot of fun. Then I got into computers and I started buying components to build computers because I love building computers. I'd buy hard drives, video cards, motherboards, CPUs, RAM. Oh, uh, Tentos, you probably remember zip drives? Those were neat. It's like, wow, 100 gig. Wow. It was like a souped up floppy drive, but it was in a kind of, it's a little bit thicker than the 3.5 inch floppy drives. They were a little bit thicker, and yes, it was like a 100 megabyte floppy. Yep, I played around with that for a while, and then when the CDs came on the scene, the first ones were scuzzy. And then they had the IDE protocol. Oh, cool. Yep. Yep, that was old school, Matt. Yep. And then when they got up to DVDs, oh, and then when they got CD burners and then DVD burners. Oh boy, that was really hot back in the 90s, the late 90s. And you got the ones that were IDE and they had their own little, you had to have a ribbon cable. That's funny, Chris. And then when they went to SATA, oh boy, that really changed everything. Then all the drives, the optical and the hard drives started going, oh, yeah, I remember the Trash 80. Yep. One of my high school buddies had one of those. TRS 80. And that guy saved my bacon in the computer class. I took, I think it was a year of basic. Yeah. Boy, that was a real challenging class because, oh yes, and cassette tape drive. Yeah. My first computer was a Timet Sinclair 1000. And it was about the size of a little paperback book. And it had one of those membrane keyboards. They were really funky and hard to type on. And, but they had a printer that came with it. It was one of those thermal printers. But I never got the printer. The only upgrade I did was I upgraded to a regular keyboard. And I had that lying around for years until I got an XT computer. That was the one that was prior to the 286. And then I upgraded it to a 286 and then a 386. And then when they changed the keyboard plug, then I switched over to a different style case. And then I started going into towers. Radio Shack. And then there was the Tandy computer. Who remembers that? Yeah. No, Tandy was a TR. Yeah. There was Texas Instruments. They had another. Oh yeah, the Z80. Oh, okay. Used it till the end. Yeah, one of my high school classmates, his dad was really big in computers, and he built himself an Altair. Oh, so you had Tandy TL2? Cool. So I was, an IBM, and then for a while I switched from the AMD back and forth to AMD to Intel, and that was Intel for quite a while. And the biggest one I got was the i5. I think it was a second generation i5, and that was with my Dell little micro tower. Oh yeah, Commodore 64. Oh, I wanted the Commodore 64 because it has soundboard on it. You could program it to do sound. That was cool. And I think it even had a MIDI port on it, which was cool. So this computer that I have here was originally a gaming computer that I got off that police auction website. And this had an AMD A10 processor. And then I beefed up the processor to the fastest one that you could get. And then that was just, it wasn't working with StreamYards. It just wouldn't work with StreamYards. So what I did was I went and got the BM 450 motherboard. So I could use the Ryzen processor. And so I've got a 1600X processor in here. I think it's a 3.2 megahertz or gigahertz. And I think it's got 16 gigs of RAM, and it's got a 4 terabyte mechanical hard drive. And and this has M.2, so it's got a 500 gig M.2. That's my C drive. And boy, you'll notice a big difference once you go from a SATA to an M.2 hard drive. And I've got a 320 gig SSD drive, solid state drive in there. So I've got a ton of room in here. So, and it works great with the StreamYards, and vMix is working really good. Okay, good night, Tom. Take care. Sorry you'll miss TNL. And I started watching Ken's live stream. I think this was a few months before his accident. And I started watching when Dana was his co-host, and his studio was at the Red Barn, where the radio station. Oh, cool. Berkeley Software. Okay, cool. Cool. So that's how I got into computers. I got into computers in high school, and then I got out of it for a little while. Got the Sinclair 1000. Then I, didn't do anything until I think it was 91, 92 that it was in the early 90s. And then I got a job at a imaging company. What we would do is we would take documents and we would archive them, turn them into digital, and save them on a server. So if people wanted to, so they didn't have like boxes full of paper, everything was digital, which was really cool. And one of the cool projects was we got to do, one of the archives we did was the last upgrade to Mile High Stadium back in the 70s. Because originally, I think it was the East Stands that would move in and out, and every time they have a football game, they would move the stands in, which was really cool. Was it the South Stand? I have to remember, but that was cool. Hey Stan, good to see you. Thanks for jumping in. So that was an interesting job, and I got to work on computers. So computers we worked with were 386s and 486s, and that's how I got introduced to the game Doom. Oh, I was hooked on Doom for quite a while, and then I would get the Doom game and put it on my home computer, and I was playing that like crazy. And then I found the hacks for Doom, and I figured out how I could hack it to where I could go through walls and pick up the prizes that would give you more strength. So that was fun. And then I got burnt out on computer games. So about the closest thing I'll get to a computer game would be Velocidrome, which that's a lot of fun. So if you're getting into FPV drones and the weather is crappy, can't fly, get on Velocidrone and hook up your controller to it and start flying. That's what I did, and I got into it really good for quite a while, and then I kind of dropped out for a while because I got busy with work, and during the pandemic, I started flying more, and so got Rabbit Jats Casino. Oh, cool. Oh, my favorite game on Micro Center was Free Cell. Loved Free Cell. I am doing well, Stan. Just plugging away at work. So it looks like I might be out of work for a little while. The company is shutting down on September 30th because the lease is up on the property. So they are moving the facilities. So hopefully by September I will find out where the new location will be. And then I found out some of the departments are going to be moved to our other plant in Indiana. So there might be a chance that I may be moving to Indiana in October. So who knows? The sucky thing about it is I have to reapply for my old position because what they're going to do is they're going to, prior to moving all the stuff, they're going to put on the bulletin board all the jobs that are going to be available. So I don't think my department's going to be moving, but the upside to Indiana is the cost of living is 1/3 cheaper than it is here in Denver. And so I could buy a house cheaper there in Indiana. The plant is located just south of Indianapolis in Franklin. So all I have to do is get on I-70 and go straight east. Well, folks, we've done an hour and a half. I want to thank you all for coming in. It was a lot of fun, a good experiment. We'll see how it goes. If you guys like it better on Tuesday, or maybe I should do it bi-weekly. A shorter show on Tuesday and my later show on Saturday. So anyway, I will see you Saturday at 4 p.m. Pacific, 5 Mountain, 6 Central, 7 Eastern Time. And if you live in the Philippines, that would be 7 a.m. Sunday in the Philippines. So everybody, you have a great night and catch you later and keep them flying. Bye-bye.